Welcome back, everyone. In our last sessions, we talked about how our brains react online, why we feel disinhibited, and how psychological theories explain our digital behavior, etc. Right? Today, we bring all of the concepts together to discuss one of the most serious outcomes of online behavior. That name is cyberbullying. Right? So we are going to look at what it is, the different forms it takes, and why it happens, and most importantly, what we can do about it. The first concept is, what is cyberbullying? Let's start with a clear definition. Cyberbullying is when someone uses digital technology like social media or messaging apps or online games to repeatedly harass or threatening or humiliate another person, and it's not just a one mean comment. The keyword here is repeated. It's pattern for behavior intended to harm, right? So what makes this cyberbullying different from traditional bullying? The first one is it's 24 by 7. Unlike schoolyard bullying that stops when you go home, right? But cyberbullying can follow you everywhere, in your bedroom, your phone, or your private spaces, wherever we are going. So it's permanent, right? Once someone posted in online, it can be screenshot or shared as image, or it will be saved in forever, right? So the humiliation doesn't fade. So the next one is it's anonymous. The bully can hide behind a fake profile, or making it harder to identify them and easier for them to act without any consequences, right? So it's public also. So traditional bullying might happen in front of a few people, but cyberbullying can happen in front of hundreds and thousands of people. So the second part is types of cyberbullying. The cyberbullying is not just one thing; it takes many forms. Here are some common types. The first one is harassment. Harassment means sending repeated offensive or threatening messages directly to someone. Right. The next one is flaming. That is engaging in angry or rude or aggressive arguments through the online. Right. Often public comments also. And exclusion is the third one. You are intentionally leaving someone out of your group, and they are also, they will chat and online game or in social events also. Then the next one is outing. Outing means sharing someone's private informations and secrets, whatever it may be, without their consent. They're sharing always in public. Then impersonation. Impersonation means creating a fake account to pretend to be someone else, and they to damage their reputations. Then next type we can say is cyber talking, repeatedly monitoring and threatening or intimidating, someone's in online. Then the next one is trolling. You can say trolling also, posting like inflammatory or provocative contents, informations to upset the people. Then will make upset us, right? Then the next part is, how common is it? Is it numbers? The way of numbers. Let's um, uh, look at some reality checks. This is not rare. In 2025, about one quarter of students reported that they had bullied like from others at some points, somewhere. So more than 32 percentage of students had been victims of cyberbullying recently, and also 35 percentage of adolescents have been victims, while 23 percentage have been perpetrators. And boys are increasingly involved in here, like 36.6 of boys was 28.6% of girls had been cyberbullied recently. This all shows recent reports. Right? So the next part is cyber psychological, psychological impacts. When it says why it hurts so much, why the contents or why these incidents are hurts other people. So now let's talk about the effects and why is cyberbullying so damaging. So victims of cyberbullying often experience emotionally they will increase their feelings of sadness or loneliness or helpless. They will feel as helplessness, and they may feel like shame, and they might be very angry regarding that. So the next one is physically also physical issues also they may happen, they will feel difficulty to sleep, and they cannot eat properly, eating problem they may face, and stomach ache as well as some kind of headaches also they will face, right? And psychologically how they are affecting that, they will feel like anxiety or depression, and low self-esteem, and they will feel like extreme cases suicidal thoughts also they can get. Okay, so the next part we can say is academically also they may feel they may face a lot of issues declining performance, not wanting to go school. They would like to go school studies or acting. They may feel as distractions from their goal. So here, important key insights about the psychological given. The psychological harm from cyberbullying is often harder to identify than their physical bullying. There are no bruises to see, but the internal wounds can be just as deep for the such kind of a person. Sometimes they will feel very deeper because the victim cannot escape from the abuse, right? So out of researchers shows that adolescents who are targets of cyberbullying report increasing that may feel depressions and anxieties and loneliness, and even physical symptoms like pain, fatigue, or shortness of the breath. Okay? Then why does this cyberbullying happen? Psychologically, why these issues are happen? Let's connect this back to everything we have learned so far. Why do people cyberbully? The first thing you can say is the online disinhibition effects, right? Remember Zula's mechanism, anonymity, invisibility, these all things we have learned in last classes, right? And synchronicity, lower for our social inhibitions, right? People say they think online they would never say face to face because they feel detached from consequences. Then second one, cognitive distortions, right? So the bully might think it's just a joke, minimizations, but they deserve it, and everyone else is doing it now, normally. So behavior, the next one's behavioral reinforcement also. This is crucial. If you believe post something mean and gets more likes or shares or laughs, that's a reinforcement. Example: a student post a mocking comment about a classmate, and it's like get 50 likes, and people reply and laughing emojis. The brain learns this works. I get attention, so I can do it better, and I can do it again and again. So it is escalates, right? So the next one is lower empathy. So studies show the cyberbullying involvements is associated with the lower empathy. The bully simply doesn't feel but or doesn't feel or ignores their pains, whatever they are causing. The next one is they will take it as a revenge. Okay? Some cyberbully to get revenge on people who bullied them first. It becomes a cycle of retaliations. So the next part is the role of a bystander. So here's something really important. In most cyberbullying incidents, the largest group involved is not the bully, but or they are victims, right? Is that that people will say as bystanders. So bystanders. Bystanders are the people who are see it happening but don't participate it. They are the silent majority. The bystander effect is like when people are feel less like and to interview, and when others are present they think like someone else will do something. But the bystanders have enormous power. They can do anything, right? So they won't do nothing. So do nothing, which indirectly supports the bully, and then they will join in, which makes it worse, and they will step in, which can stop it. Okay, so the positive bystander interventions includes like reporting the content to the platform, or privately supporting the victim, or publicly voicing opposition of the bullying, whoever doing that bully characters, and not engaging with or amplifying the bully's content, right? So if you see something, say something. Your silence is complicity, right? So how can we prevent and what are the solutions for these kind of events, right? So first, what can we do about this cyberbullying? Here, a few practical strategies given here. First one is think before you post whatever you want to share or post as messages or videos or likes contents, whatever it may be. Before you comment, you have to think, right? Ask yourself, is it kind? Is it true? Would I say this to their face? Like, so the second one is you have to use privacy settings. Like keep your accounts private and don't accept friends the request from strangers, and control who can see and comment on your posts. Don't feed the trolls. So bullies want a reaction. If you ignore them, they often lose interest. So don't engage in arguments with people who are just trying to upset you. Then block and report it. Most platforms have tools to block users, such kind of users, and can report that abusive contents also. Use them and don't suffer in silence. Be an upstander, not a bystander. You have to be a upstander, not a bystander. So if you see someone being like bullied online, send a private messages to the victim to check if they are okay, they are fine, and then you report the content to the platform, and don't like or share or comments on the bully's post. Okay, that just give some that if you're giving, it will be getting more attention for them. So the next one is we have to build digital citizenship, right? So early online safety, what have safety habits shape their behaviors later on. But start to building good habits now. So respect, empathy, and responsibility online. And one last thing I want to share you: cyberbullying is not just a wrong; it can be illegal. Many countries have laws against cyberbullying and harassment, like cyber talking. In India, the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, like 2023, provides a safeguards for children online. If cyberbullying involves threats or stalking or sharing explicit images without consent, it can lead to serious legal consequences, okay, including like criminal charges also. So think about the real world consequences, and a moment of anger online can have permanent, like legal and personal. Actually, this is repercussions, right? So finally, cyberbullying is repeated but intentional harm using the digital technology. It takes many forms as harassment, self-blaming, and exclusions, and outing or impersonations, and it affects millions of people. The cyber psychological impact is real. These are the sum up on sum up sessions, right? Like anxiety, depressions, and low self-esteem, and even suicidal thoughts even. Then it happens because of disinhibitions and cognition distortions and reinforcements and low empathy. So, but here's some good news. So we can stop it easily. So, however, can stop these all the behaviors. Like if you follow, be aware of your own behavior. Then think before you post it. Support victims and report abuse. Be an upstander, not an bystander, right? So, as we have said before, is you cannot control the internet, but you can control your behavior. Use social media responsibly, like treat others with respect online and offline. So, and remember, behind every screen is the real person with real feelings. Okay, thank you for this wonderful session.